welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, my name is Megan, and today we are going to do week 2 of my weekly spending tracker. This is where we go over our daily spending the last week, and then we write down each of our categories, how much we spent, and then the category balance moving forward. It's a really good visual to have to see if you're on track or how you need to adjust your budget for the next following week. I highly suggest it if you don't have it already. Just so you know, these budget pages are from my Etsy shop. It's called BudgetQueenShop, so go check it out if you're interested in these pages. I'm just going to zoom you guys in quick to look at each of these pages, and then we'll get started. Alright, I just decided to take the sheets out of the binder because it's easier to write with. If you have watched my week 1 spending tracker, a little disclaimer, my husband and I totally messed up on our expense tracker. We just weren't communicating the best with our budget because we were preoccupied with other things. But yeah, the whole sheet was messed up and our balance was completely off. So we said, scrap the old one. We went back from right at the beginning of the 29th and we went through every transaction and rewrote the whole list of expenses. So I had to redo the week 1 portion of this weekly spending tracker. That's why it might look a little bit different. Yeah, we had like crazy weird transactions. It was just a whole mess. That's why good communication in a relationship with your finances is huge. And just taking your time, also writing down the expenses as they go through. Like my husband has the money in his account right now. I know we don't have a joint account right now and we can't until this COVID stuff is over. So the money is in his account right now because my card broke. So, and I don't have access to his bank account, and so he's been trying to communicate the best that he can. He's not really the best budgeter in the world. So it was just a whole mess. But now we are on to another week, new bi-weekly budget, and every single transaction we are doing, we're writing down as soon as it happens because like you saw, we had a ton of grocery expenses, but sometimes the grocery expenses have to do with like kids and household, and you know how you go to the store and just purchase everything at once instead of splitting it up. So it just got a lot confusing. If we just do it one transaction at a time, then it'll be properly done. So that's what we're gonna do moving forward. Anyways, let's just get into the video because I've been ranting for a very long time. So what you do first is you write down your categories. Like always, my sheets are set up like this because not everybody has the same categories each week. I do, so it's really easy for me. I just rewrite all my categories. So let's go through those. So groceries is our first one. Gas, eating out, my husband's spending, my spending, kids. I have 2 kids as well if you are new. Household, and other. So that's what you do first. You just write down all your categories and then you go over to your sheet and you start with the first category, so groceries. So I would go down the list and look at the description, add up each grocery transaction. So let's start here. What I do after I add them up is I put a little circle on the side so I know I counted that in. So let's just start with groceries. So groceries here for $33.69. Got one here for $85.27. We did a lot of grocery shopping, a lot of healthy eating, and we did a couple friend dinners. We are allowed to have small friends and family groups. We only had 2 people over a few times, so that's all we did. So $31.17, $5.35, that was for a jug of milk. $106.39, that was stocking up our pantry a little bit more, and then $94.40, that was one of the dinners that we did as well. So all of those total, we spent $356.27. I know a lot. That is a lot with this grocery amount over here. So what you do to get your bi-weekly budget amount for your groceries is add this spent amount and that spent amount, and it's super easy. Yeah, I spent just over $600 on groceries the last 2 weeks, but I have no excuses. It's pretty crazy, but we love to entertain and make really good homemade food. And my husband is a fantastic cook, so he likes the good stuff. Anyways, let's go to gas. You can see that I have no gas spending there, so that's 0. For eating out, we did $8.53 there. I went and got myself Tim Hortons coffee, my husband a coffee, my son a donut, and then I paid it forward. So I paid about $3 for the person behind me. I love doing that. I don't eat out much, and when I go through a drive-through, I normally pay it forward. It's just something that I love to do. If I make somebody's day just by buying their coffee, then that's that. It's not for like being selfish or like self-pleasure. It's just like something that I love to do to cheer people up because I know it does. So eating out here, $12.30. My husband wanted Tim Hortons for his lunch that day, so that's what he got. So total for eating out is $20.83. We'll just do the spent and then we'll do the category balance after. My husband's spending is 0. My spending, I spent $28.72 on medication. I have a stomach issue. It's a bacteria that grows in my stomach that I have to take very strong antibiotics for. I have to take like 12 pills a day, so it's insane. If I didn't have my health insurance through my husband's work, my pills would have been $98 and I paid only $28. So that was a huge savings. I'm so grateful to have medical under my husband's insurance. So thank God for that. Moving on to kids, we have one expense here that was a can of formula and diapers. So that's $50. Household was nothing, as you can see. And then we have another expense. This is like a catch-all miscellaneous whatever comes up type of thing. And for this week, it was an oil change for our Jeep. We got the oil and we got the guys to do it at the shop. My husband can do the oil changes, but where I am from, they don't have like a proper oil disposal. So it's very hard to get rid of car oil here. So it's just easier to take it to the dealership. The oil was $100 and the fee to do it with the mechanics was $29. So for $29 and they can dispose of the oil, it was perfect. So $129.66. So now you add up your spent, and mine was $585.48. So very expensive week. We knew that we were going to have to spend that money on the oil, and we were over budget as always on groceries, but that is our main focus recently, is to not spend money on groceries all the time. So moving forward in week 3, my husband and I have a fully stocked fridge and pantry right now. So we have agreed to do everything in our power to just make food at home and not go out and buy groceries every day except for like the essentials. So milk, bread, eggs, that kind of thing. Everything else we have to make do until week 4 because I'm not spending any more money on groceries because it's a little bit ridiculous. So now we'll do the category balance. I'll just zoom you guys in for that. Okay, for the category balance, you just take your previous category balance, so $743.87, and subtract it by $356.27, and that will give you your new category balance moving forward. So $387.60. So $387.60. So that's awesome. We spent 0 on gas, so we still have $52. We had 30 for eating out. We spent $20.83, so we have $9.17 left. My husband and I are going to go out for dinner at a restaurant this weekend, probably Saturday. I know it's obviously not in the budget to go out, but our relationship needs it right now. I hope you guys can understand that relationships take precedent over, you know, a $30 budget mistake, if you will. So I hope you guys understand that decision. My husband and I desperately need it. So we are still negative $94.42 in my husband's allowance. For me, I had 0, so now I am negative $28.72. That is fine. We had $200 for the kids. We spent $50, so we have $150. We had $50 for household. We spent 0 this week, so we still have $50. We had $50 for other. We spent $129.66, so we are negative $79.66. So you add, subtract to get your total. I hope that makes sense. $445.97. So we spent about $1,000 of our budget already. So 2/3 of our budget is already gone in the first 2 weeks. Yeah, moving forward, we're going to limit our spending and really watch our expenses coming into the next couple weeks here. So let me know in the comments below how your week went. I love seeing how you guys did in the week. So let me know in the comments below. I have my bi-weekly budget number 1 results video coming up tomorrow, so please subscribe if you're excited for that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.